What if I told you that the North Pole wasn't always in the north? What if your compass pointed south instead of north? Let's take a moment to unravel the fascinating enigma of Earth's magnetic field, that invisible force that guides our compass needles, shields us from harmful solar radiation, and even sparks the awe-inspiring spectacle of the northern and southern lights. But here's a curveball: it's not as constant as you might think. The Earth's magnetic field with its north and south poles has flipped several times throughout the planet's history. Yes, you heard that right. North became south and south became north. Baffling, isn't it? These polarity reversals, as they are scientifically known, occur over geological timescales, and we're talking hundreds of thousands to millions of years here. But what does this mean for us? And more importantly, what would happen if a flip was to occur today? Stay tuned to find out what happens when the Earth's magnetic field flips. To comprehend the consequences of a magnetic reversal, we first need to understand what the Earth's magnetic field is and why it exists. Imagine our planet as a massive bar magnet with a north and south pole. This isn't a perfect analogy, but it helps visualize the concept. The Earth's magnetic field is generated deep within the planet's core, where intense heat and pressure cause molten iron to flow and create electric currents. This is known as the dynamo effect. The dynamo effect works like this. As the Earth spins on its axis, the flowing electrically conductive iron generates electric currents. These currents, in turn, produce a magnetic field that extends far beyond the Earth's surface and into space. The field is strongest near the poles, where magnetic force lines converge. But why does this matter? Why do we need a magnetic field? The answer lies beyond our atmosphere, in the vast expanses of outer space. Our sun, a fiery ball of gas, is constantly spewing out a stream of charged particles, known as solar wind. This wind carries with it the sun's magnetic field, which can be harmful to life on Earth. Our planet's magnetic field acts like a protective bubble, deflecting these harmful solar winds away from the Earth. This shield prevents the solar wind from stripping away our atmosphere, which is vital for sustaining life as we know it. Without this protective shield, our planet might look a lot like Mars, with its thin atmosphere and barren desert-like landscape. In addition to protecting us from solar radiation, the magnetic field also helps animals navigate. Many species, from birds to sea turtles, rely on Earth's magnetic field for migration and orientation. Now, you might be wondering, what happens if this shield goes away or even flips? Well, that's a question that has puzzled scientists for decades, and we'll dive into that in the next scene. So, the magnetic field is our planet's protective shield. But what happens when this shield flips? Imagine waking up one day to find out that your compass is pointing in the opposite direction. That's what a magnetic field reversal might feel like. It seems like a plot straight out of a science fiction novel, doesn't it? But it's a real phenomenon that has occurred multiple times in Earth's history. Let's journey back nearly 800,000 years to the last known magnetic reversal, the Brunhes-Matuyama reversal. During this period, the Earth's magnetic north and south flipped, causing compasses to point in the opposite direction. This transition wasn't a quick flip, though. It took thousands of years for the switch to take place. So what happened during this reversal? How did it affect life on Earth? If we look at the fossil record, we see that life continued to thrive. This is reassuring news, as it suggests that a reversal might not lead to mass extinctions. However, it's important to note that the species living at the time were different from those we have today. Scientists are still trying to understand the full implications of a magnetic reversal. They believe that during this switch, the magnetic field weakened, but it didn't disappear entirely. This weakened state would have allowed more cosmic radiation to reach the Earth's surface, but it's not clear how this increase in radiation would have affected living organisms. What is clear is that a magnetic field reversal would have noticeable effects on our technology. Today, we rely on the Earth's magnetic field for navigation, both for ourselves and for many of our devices. If the field were to flip, it could cause significant disruptions to these systems. But what does this mean for us today? What would happen if the magnetic field were to reverse in our lifetime? Well, that's a question that scientists are still grappling with. But rest assured, they're working tirelessly to better understand this fascinating phenomenon and its potential impacts on our planet. A magnetic field reversal might not happen overnight, but its effects could be far-reaching. Imagine a compass needle suddenly pointing south instead of north. Animals that rely on Earth's magnetic field for navigation could become disoriented. Birds might fly in the wrong direction during migration, and sea creatures like turtles might struggle to find their breeding grounds. But the effects of a magnetic field reversal aren't limited to the animal kingdom. Our weather patterns could also be affected. Some scientists speculate that a flip in the magnetic field could cause changes in Earth's rotation and consequently our climate. This could potentially alter the distribution of tropical rain belts and polar ice caps, impacting agriculture and water supplies. And what about our technology? In today's digital age, we rely heavily on electronics for communication, navigation, and day-to-day operations. A reversal could wreak havoc on these systems. Satellites, power grids, and even your smartphone could be at risk. It's also worth mentioning that Earth's magnetic field protects us from harmful solar radiation. A weakening or temporary loss of this shield during a reversal could expose our planet to higher levels of radiation, affecting human health and the environment. So, a magnetic field reversal could change life as we know it, but it's not something we need to worry about happening anytime soon. After all, the last reversal occurred over 700,000 years ago, and it's anyone's guess when the next one might be. In the grand scheme of Earth's history, magnetic field reversals are common occurrences. We've journeyed through the essence of Earth's magnetic field, its existence, and the potential upheaval a reversal could cause. From shielding us from harmful solar winds to influencing our navigational systems, it's a silent guardian. Yet, its flip could trigger a cascade of changes, not all of them benign. So, the next time you look at a compass, remember the incredible forces at work beneath your feet and the ever-changing nature of our planet.